Imagine pulling into your dream suburb, the kind with manicured lawns that scream American perfection, only to have a clipboard-wielding tyrant in pearls declare war on your mailbox before you've unpacked a single box. That's how it started for me. Elias Thorne, a guy who'd spent years sniffing out corporate fraud in dimly lit offices, now seeking quiet retirement in Willow Creek Meadows, Tennessee. But quiet? Within hours, I was the neighborhood's newest pariah, all because one woman's iron fist in a velvet glove couldn't handle a little independence. I rolled up in my beat-up Ford pickup, the one with more miles than regrets, towing a trailer stacked with boxes and my old bloodhound, Justice, who sniffed the air like he knew trouble was brewing. Willow Creek Meadows sprawled out like a postcard from suburbia hell. 200 identical homes in cookie-cutter rows, fences so straight they could have been drawn with a ruler, and streetlights that buzzed like judgmental bees at dusk. I'd bought this place, Lot 152, not for the charm, but for a glitch in the records I'd uncovered after 12 months of digging through dusty archives and midnight coffee runs. See, most folks chase white picket fences. I chased loopholes, the kind that could topple empires built on sand. No sooner had I killed the engine than I heard it, the high-pitched whir of an electric golf cart zipping down the street like a mosquito on steroids. Out stepped Vivian Hargrove, president of the Willow Creek Homeowners Association, striding toward me with the confidence of someone who'd never heard the word no. She was mid-50s, hair sprayed into a helmet of blonde perfection, wearing a mint-green blazer that matched her fake smile. Flanking her were two lackeys in khaki shorts and polo shirts emblazoned with HOA enforcement, one clutching a digital camera, the other a notepad like it was the Constitution. "Welcome to Willow Creek, Mr. Thorne," she cooed, her voice syrupy sweet, the kind that hides arsenic. She thrust a glossy binder at me, thick as a phone book. "I'm Vivian Hargrove, your HOA president. This packet outlines our covenants, approved landscaping, no visible trash bins, and quarterly dues of $2,100 to keep our community pristine. We pride ourselves on order here. It's what separates us from, well, chaos." I didn't take the binder. Instead, I leaned against my truck, crossing my arms. "Dues for what, exactly? This lot's grandfathered in from before your little club existed. No HOA jurisdiction here. Check the 1963 survey maps." Her smile froze, turning brittle like overcooked candy. The camera guy paused mid-snap, and the air got thick with that awkward tension you feel when someone's mask slips just a hair. "Oh, dear, there must be some misunderstanding," she said, her tone sharpening like a knife on whetstone. "Every home in Willow Creek is part of our family. My late husband was a county planner. We built this place from the ground up. No exceptions." I caught the whiff of her perfume, overpowering floral, like she was trying to mask something rotten. "Family. Huh? Funny, because families don't spy on each other with hidden cameras or fine folks for breathing wrong." I nodded toward my iPad on the dash, screen glowing with a file labeled Hargrove Investments, Fiscal Anomalies 2015 to 2025. Her eyes flicked to it, just for a split second, but it was enough. That telltale twitch of someone spotting a ghost from their past. "Mr. Thorne," she clipped, finding my name on her clipboard with a flourish. "We have standards. Folks who buck them, they find life here." Uncomfortable. Was it a threat? Nah, just a friendly prediction, she added with a wink that screamed passive-aggressive. The golf cart buzzed away, her minions scurrying after, but I knew the game had begun. That evening, as Justice snored on the porch and the sun dipped low, painting shadows across my unmowed lawn. I sipped black coffee and reviewed my files. 10 years chasing white-collar crooks had honed my instincts. The shiniest facades hid the dirtiest secrets. Vivian wasn't scared of my independence. She was terrified of what I might unearth. The whispers started small, like ripples in a pond. Neighbors averted eyes as I walked Justice the next morning. But I caught the sidelong glances, the kind that said, "Poor guy's already on the list." By noon, the first violation notice slapped onto my door. A neon-orange envelope screaming infraction. Unauthorized vehicle in driveway over 24 hours. Fine. $175. My truck? It had Tennessee plates. Sure. But it was parked legally on my own asphalt. I snapped a photo, time-stamped it, and filed it away, chuckling at the absurdity. Who finds a man for his own wheels? Day 2. Lawn height violation exceeds 2 inches. Community aesthetic standard. Fine. $125. I grabbed a ruler 1.8 inches. Tops. Justice cocked his head as I measured, like even he knew this was bullshit. Day 3. Non-approved exterior decor trailer deemed eyesore. Fine. $250. The trailer was gone by then. Returned to the rental lot. These weren't mistakes. They were jabs, testing if I'd fold like the others. By day 5, the fines piled up to $900, including one for excessive pet noise because Justice barked at a squirrel once. I overheard murmurs at the mailbox cluster, heard the new guy's a troublemaker, probably dodging taxes or something. Vivian's handiwork, no doubt, spreading rumors like fertilizer on her perfect rose beds. I stayed quiet, playing the befuddled newcomer, but inside, I was cataloging every slip. My spreadsheet grew. Dates, fines, patterns. Each notice arrived precisely 90 minutes after I'd step out. Someone was watching. One evening, as twilight settled and crickets chirped in mockery of the peaceful vibe, I spotted it. A discreet camera perched on a lamppost 100 yards away, lens glinting like a predator's eye. Not municipal, no permits listed. Private. Illegal on public property. Got you? I muttered, zooming in with my phone. Justice growled low, sensing the shift. The knock came soft the next morning, hesitant, like a secret knocking back. I opened to find Eleanor Vance, a wiry retiree in gardening gloves, silver hair tied in a bun, eyes darting like she'd bolt any second. Elias Thorne? I'm from 22 Birch Lane. Seen what's happening. She glanced over her shoulder. Can we talk inside? Over herbal tea she declined coffee, said it jittered her nerves. We sat in my bare kitchen, Justice's head in her lap like an old friend. I was a librarian for 35 years, she whispered. Saw a lot of stories, but none like Vivian's reign. 40 families gone in 10 years, fines, liens, accidents like flooded basements or cut power lines. Nothing sticks. But you. You're not running. I leaned in. What do you know about Hargrove Investments? Her eyes widened. That's her shell company. HOA fees millions vanish into upgrades we never see. Pools promised. Parks planned. But nada. Her husband's old cronies on the county board rubber stamp everything. She targets outliers. Single parents, vets, anyone who questions. She spilled names. Marco Ruiz, fined $5,000 for a kid's swing set, too tall by an inch. The Patel family, denied fence repairs until they sold cheap. Retired Navy SEAL Lila Brooks. Banned from her own RV because it looked commercial. Vivian's vision of perfection, Eleanor sneered. But it's control. She fears losing her throne. By the time she left, slipping out the back, I had allies. Count me in, she said. Time someone flipped the script. The harassment amped up like a bad sitcom plot. Day 8. Sheriff's cruisers rolled up at dusk, lights flashing like a disco from hell. Deputy Carla Ruiz, no relation to Marco, stepped out, badge gleaming, face apologetic. Mr. Thorne. Anonymous tip about suspicious activity. Possible unlicensed operations. I was watering plants. She searched politely. Garage. Shed. Even my fridge. Nothing but leftovers and dog food. Sorry, she muttered, voice dropping. Fourth call this week. Same number traces too. Well, you know. I glanced down the street. Vivian's golf cart idled in shadows, her silhouette rigid. Be careful, Carla warned. She's got pull. That night, no envelope. Maybe she sensed the tide turning. But day 10 brought her in person. Alone. At my door after sunset. No clipboard. Just a designer purse and a smile recalibrated to charming. Elias. May I? She stepped in uninvited, heels clicking on my unpacked floors. We've gotten off wrong. The board's willing to waive your $2,500 in fines. Integrate you fully. Just sign this. The paper. HOA enrollment. Rights waiver. NDA. Why waive land claims if they're bogus? I asked, casual as pie. Her eyes narrowed, that mousy sweetness cracking. My connections run deep county, state. Problems vanish for smart folks. Threat, observation, she purred. I folded the paper into a neat square, handed it back. I don't waive what I've earned digging for a year. But evidence, that I collect. I angled my laptop. Screen blaring, Hargrove Investments. Embezzlement flags. She froze. Stare locked. Then spun on her heel. You'll regret this. No regrets yet. Day 12. I hit the county clerk's office at dawn. The place reeking of stale coffee and forgotten dreams. Clerk Harlan Booth. Bespectacled and bored. I'd my request. Plat maps for Willow Creek. 1963 onward. Tax liens on Lot 152. He vanished into vaults, emerging with a dusty crate. Haven't seen these in decades. Alone at a scarred table, I dissected the papers like a surgeon on a cadaver. Original map, 199 lots. Amended, 200. Lot 152. Standalone since 1963, never annexed. Deeper, it tied to a 400-acre tract from the 50s, subdivided but with subsurface rights, minerals, utilities untouched. Tennessee law separated them from surface deeds. Math hit like a thunderclap. My rights snaked under 152 homes, every pipe, every foundation. Vivian's empire, built on my dirt. I filed that afternoon. Quiet title action. Fraud suit against Hargrove Investments. Embezzlement on the HOA. Corruption against her board cronies. Certified mail to 199 owners, mandatory notice. Harlan's eyes bugged. This'll blow the lid off. Outside. Sun blazing. I texted Eleanor, volcano incoming. The letters landed like bombs. Day 20. My phone buzzed nonstop. Not threats, but please. What's this mean for my deed? Are we evicted? Vivian called an emergency meeting at the clubhouse. 7 p.m. sharp. Open to all owners, her rules, my ticket in. The hall overflowed. 250 souls crammed in, air thick with sweat and suspicion. Vivian at the podium, mint suit impeccable but face pinched, like she'd sucked a lemon. News vans lurked outside. HOA fraud? Headlines brewing. I sat rear with Eleanor, Marco, Lila, our ragtag resistance. Friends, Vivian intoned, voice quivering under the poise. These claims are from a malcontent stirring trouble. Our finances are sound. Improvements are ongoing. Liar, someone barked. Where's the $4 million in dues? Shouts erupted. Audits. My roof denied thrice. Vivian glanced to her empty board seats, cronies AWOL. I rose. May I speak? As an owner. Per bylaws. Silence fell like a curtain. I strode up, Eleanor handing docs. I'm Elias Thorne, ex-fraud investigator. Dug into Willow Creek's books. $4 million siphoned via Hargrove Investments. No upgrades. Just pockets lined. Gasps. Flashes popped. But wait! I clicked a projector, map glowing. Subsurface rights? Mine. Your homes sit on my land. Oversight from 63. Vivian exploded. Lies! He's a swindler. But the crowd turned. Stories poured. Fines confessed. Tears shed. Doors burst. Deputy Carla. Feds in tow. Vivian Hargrove. Arrested for fraud. Embezzlement. She crumpled. No fight left. As cuffs clicked amid cheers. Her empire? Dust. Weeks later, Vivian and crew faced indictments. $5.2 million recovered. 140 fraud counts. I cleared titles for $800 each. Justice, not profit. Willow Creek dissolved the HOA. Birthed a voluntary group. Eleanor led it, transparent as glass. 1 year on. A postcard from prison. I protected standards. What did you build? I gazed at the block party. Kids romping on unmeasured lawns. Music blaring. Freedom ringing. But tell me, was Vivian the guardian of order? Or just a bully in pearls? True or false? In the end, who really owned the neighborhood?